Hi guys, and welcome back to Mchiki series. In today's video, I'll be talking about dolls, how they impact on our children, how a doll can serve as a tool to promote self-love and boost confidence in children. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for your support and it's good to see you again. If you're new to this channel, kindly consider subscribing. So as parents, we need to be careful with what we give to children to play with. Sometimes some of these playthings that we call toys, children don't see it that way. They tend to internalize whatever they see, and at the end of the day, when they grow up, it has it one way or the other by which it will affect them. We need to teach our children self-love as early as possible so that they'll be able to embrace themselves, embrace their color, know who they are, and overall identify with their culture. One way of doing this is by buying Afro doll for your kids so that by the time they appreciate the beautiful features on the doll, like the color, the hair, and everything concerning the doll, they will tend to identify with the doll. They will also appreciate themselves. I'm not saying that doll does all the magic of self-confidence, that with doll alone you can boost your child's confidence. But if you don't like doll, if you're not a fan of doll, you don't need to worry about that. There are so many other ways that you can boost your child's confidence. But for some people who like doll, I suggest that you start by introducing Afro dolls to your children. Sometimes childhood memories last longer than we think, and it impacts on children psychologically, and we cannot underestimate the impact of dolls on children. A child who grows up playing with black doll will also understand that black is beautiful. You don't need to be light-skinned for you to be beautiful, that everybody is beautiful in his or her own skin tone. We also need to remind our children how beautiful they are in their own natural skin tone, so that even when she is bullied outside the home, some people will call her ugly, she knows that the family loves her, that she's very beautiful the way she is, and she doesn't care whether you call her ugly or you call her any names. She's fine with it, and her family loves her the way she is. Some people believe that they will not tell their children that they're fine, otherwise it will get into their head, but I don't think so. I believe you have to appreciate your children at home so that by the time they go outside, even if nobody appreciates them, they know that their family appreciates and loves them. However, overpraising of a child can be very dangerous, so you need to draw a line between the normal encouragement of a child and overpraising. Personally, I've never thought about the impact of doll on children till I watched this doll experiment carried out in 1947 by Kenneth and Mamie Clark, and later replicated by high school student Kiri Davis, in which African American children were shown one black and one white doll and asked a number of questions about them: who was good and bad, who was pretty and ugly, who the children themselves most wanted to be like. Unfortunately, all the children prefer white doll, saying that black doll is ugly. But really, I don't blame them because they are mostly exposed to white doll.
Can you show me the doll that you like best or that you like to play with?
This one. I like that one.
Show me.
Okay.
This one.
That one?
This one. I like to play with this.
And can you show me the doll that is the nice doll? And why is that the nice doll?
He's white.
And can you show me the doll that looks bad? Okay. And can you and why does that look bad?
Because it's black.
And why do you think that's a nice doll?
Because she's white.
And can you give me the doll that looks like you?
This is very disturbing to me. Each time I watch this video, I cringe. Parents, you need to protect their children's mental space because it's quite obvious that these children are already brainwashed and their psychology already distorted. How can somebody prefer a doll that has another person's skin color and not minding that she is black? She's still saying that black is ugly. I can't believe that. Parents, you need to be careful of what you expose your children to, what you tell them. I'm not going to be surprised when these children grow up and want to bleach their skin and not want to be proud of their hair because of what they see. What they see affects them mentally and psychologically. They seem to have internalized the white standard of beauty, and this can negatively impact on them when they grow up, making them to hate their skin color. A South African man was seen late last year removing dolls from the supermarket, and some people called him racist, which I don't think he is. I will leave you to watch this clip and I will come back with the rest of my thoughts.
Yeah. That was the 31st of March. 40 days have passed a long time ago. We want to know what our white dogs doing in the black community. We want them to call police. We don't want no fucking white dog in the black community, and in this store in particular. Each time a black person is a cashier, they casing a white dog and say other people are superior and black people are inferior. So white people must accept that the only people who will be paid properly is people who look like this. Because if you look black, black dogs they are very much ugly and fertile. Yeah. White people must dominate this place. And they're busy having us with white dogs here.
I think he's fighting spiritual incarceration because when you conquer people psychologically and mentally, automatically you're already controlling them. Though Vukulu Maphindani, the head of Black Centric Forum in South Africa, explained on his YouTube channel why they should exterminate black dolls in South African black community.
I want you to listen very, very carefully. You see, a doll is not a toy. A doll is a transitional object. So you think when your baby is playing with a doll, your baby is playing with your toy, but you're wrong. Because you see, you can tell a baby that this is a book. A baby doesn't see this as a book. A baby sees this as a character, as a fictional character that becomes a biological friend to give life to this character. So what they are doing with the white dolls is they are creating white dolls which are characters of caricatures, story caricatures. So your baby is owning a white doll that at the same time has a caricature, has a movie on television. So what does your baby do? She internalizes their self-loving emotion to this doll. So when they grow up, this becomes their soul body. So your baby become more possessed with the emotion of loving another race. Much that when they see white people in real life, they externalize that soulful emotion. And you see your baby smiling to white folk. You see your baby wanting to take pictures with white people, submitting, treating them like dating. And you be blaming your baby and say, you see, look at these children. They don't love themselves. That is hypocrisy. It's not all about not loving themselves. It's about their psychology. You have taught them unconsciously so from a young age that, hey, this is the reality. These are the actual human beings. These are people you need to love. And today, when our black babies see other black people, they don't see anything majestic about them. So the reason why we wanted the white doll removed in the black community is because this country have a majority of black people, with white people comprising only of 6%. So how do you explain the fact that white dolls are a majority of dolls produced? If you go now into Europe, you see European dolls occupying the stores in full. You go into China, you will see that only Chinese dolls, majority of dolls produced there are Chinese. You go to India, it's the same thing. You go everywhere else, you go to Australia, it's the same. You come into Africa, the majority of dolls produced are white baby dolls. And when they produce black baby dolls, what they do is they make sure that their futures are ugly. Two, they try and make sure that it is expensive. So even if you may present a black doll and a white doll in the black community, psychologically and financially, the decision will favor a white doll. So do you see the game that is being played? Image is everything. Image is everything. What people see, they internalize. Full stop.
You had his reasons for that, and I think his reasons are genuine and authentic. We need to protect our children's image and also boost their self esteem. so that they're not going to be affected by whatever they see outside the homes. If you want to watch the whole video, I will leave the link to this video in the description box below so you can go and check it out. The world is dangerous out there and racism is real for those of you who don't believe in it. I will also advise the South African black community to find another thing they can use to replace this doll that they've already removed from the shelf, because it's not good to leave the children like that without having a replacement. We need to start raising kids with high self-esteem, the kids who can understand the game that the outside world is playing, so that they'll be able to embrace themselves, embrace their roots, so that they'll be able to defend themselves and also appreciate their roots. And boys are not left out in this kind of upbringing, because most often you hear black boys calling black girls ugly. We also need to stop raising boys who are bullies and also teach them to love their skin color and appreciate their women. Let's keep the conversation on. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about the whole situation. Do not forget to like this video if you learned something new, and remember to share among family and friends, and see you in my next one.